Welcome everyone. This is our I don't know what number video, but it is our week 7 preview, week 6 recap. As always, my co-host here, Trevor.
Howdy.
Cheers, boys. So, I missed a couple weeks here. I was out of town. Trev, thanks for holding it down and getting people rallied up to film with you. Fill me in. What did I miss? What have I missed in the last 2 weeks? I've been setting my roster, unlike some people that go on vacation and can't remember to set a roster.
Yes. Some people don't know how to use auto subs still. The new cool feature. Some people don't know how to check their lineups Sunday morning. In case they don't want to use auto sub. It's causing some people to get wins they don't deserve.
Yeah. Tyson, I'll call it out. So Tyson, we were just talking about, had he gone against two people that set their rosters those 2 weeks, he would be what record?
1 and 5.
Oh, and
Yeah.
instead he's
But if those two people would have, 3 and 3 instead.
huh. Well, let's not do that anymore. Let's set our rosters. That's kind of a big thing, man, because
Joey.
Yeah, Butler, we can call it what we want, but it's a big thing because a free win in this league it's hard to overcome that. It's hard to beat that, especially when a guy's 3-3. And Tyson will probably argue to high hell about how he deserved to win and yada yada yada. But we all know it's bullshit. So I'll tell him that here in a little bit when I see him today. So
Oh, you guys are golfing.
yeah, we got to get practice in. We have a tournament of
Oh.
champions tomorrow, big tournament, and I don't want to even think about golf because I've played too much of it in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, gonna go get a little practice in today, play tomorrow, and then I'm probably gonna take a little week or two hiatus from the country club there. So, anywho, let's talk about fantasy football.
You want to?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's cover that.
All right.
All right, we're gonna share it up. Boom. All right.
So football's getting interesting.
Yeah, big week.
Trades are finally happening.
Yes, not in our league, but like in
We had a trade in our league
We did.
while you were gone.
we did.
We haven't talked about
I
it.
had to process it.
Some people thought it might not have been fair. I don't know.
I didn't have
I
a
don't-
problem with it.
I don't know the two people that said no were Donald and Tyson.
They just said no.
We know Tyson's a get off my lawn person, but
Donald's a year older now, so he might be get off my lawn now too.
I think he's he's got the shoes for it.
Dad shoes. Actually, he has probably the most extensive Jordan collection out of anybody in our league, but he's old, so he's not that much older than us. We just call him grandpa because he's
Yeah,
older.
I think he's 39. You're not 40 yet, are you, Donald? Please comment in the comments. To let us
At the
know.
same time, you like and subscribe to this video.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, good. Got that covered.
Yeah. So one trade happened. I sent Joey a trade yesterday.
Well, you know how he is with looking at fantasy.
Well, I figured if he's not going to use his players, why not let somebody else that's trying to use his players? So I sent him a trade for it won't get accepted because he'll never see it. Plus it won't get through the group me voting, but figured, hey, whatever.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Trying to find the trade.
Oh, it's right there. Mine and Tyson's.
Or was it?
Or mine and Ethan's, I mean. Right there. Wasn't that it?
No.
Right there.
So Ethan got Kelsey and Stevenson, and you got Ertz, Deebo Samuel, and Zach Moss. I failed to see the issue. I failed to see the issue.
No, I don't know who they think it's more lopsided towards.
I think they just say no on trades.
Oh.
I used to be one of those guys.
Except
that was-
Tyson sends the most trade offers.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just to me because I said I won't be doing trades, but
No, it's not just you. I've gotten some bullshit trade offers from Tyson as well.
aren't they trash?
Yeah, at least put some lube on when you're trying to fuck me. Jesus Christ, guy. But yeah, no, I'm all for the trade. That was no problem with me. I accepted and pushed it through. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It
Couple
just worked out for me that Devo went off right afterwards.
who had done so much all year before that, right?
Yeah.
So
Amari Cooper is now a Bill. So what do you think that does for his fantasy value?
I think it goes up big time, big time, big time, big time. I think Deshaun Watson is still over there in massage land and doesn't know how to play football anymore. And he got 230 or $240 million guaranteed, and he's just riding that out. But I think the Bills got something to fight for. I honestly think that him being there, he's going to get a lot more targets, a lot more, quality targets as well. But yeah,
I was trying to decide on the memes to put in here. There's a lot of Browns ones. The Browns player with the most multiple, like the most touchdowns actually now on the Browns, now that Cooper's gone, is a defensive back.
makes sense. Oh, man, they're talking about Amari Cooper.
There you go.
Yeah, no. What about the New York Packers and their pickup?
That's pretty impressive. Yeah. There's a meme about it here towards the end. But I think that hurts. I think it hurts Ethan's third or fourth overall pick with Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
But he might get better looks now.
I think he'll get better looks. I don't think he'll get the quality or the quantity of targets that he was looking to get in the beginning. Because I think, you get, who else saw the Packers back in the day? You can ask Ethan. They kicked his team's ass every year. They get in that red zone. Rodgers going one spot.
Mm-hmm.
One spot. He's going to be going to Adams. That's where he wants to put that ball. So, yeah, you saw it with Lazard. Lazard's become his trusted guy, and he's getting better targets than Wilson so far. But now you throw Adams in that mix, and I just find it funny that Rodgers always bitched about not having people around him in Green Bay, but yet now he's getting everybody he had in Green Bay to go with him to other places.
Yeah.
So whatever.
When we found out there was a lot less around people in New York.
One of those didn't realize what you had type thing. And then
Mhm.
luckily for him, he can go get it back.
Yeah.
So, and then your favorite quarterback, Spencer Rattler, who got
so
benched
ugly.
last night.
Yeah. For
I don't know. Perry's a Fresno State guy.
yeah, Hainer from Fresno State.
I was baseball and football last night.
Got a touchdown. Might be the future.
Throw it to him. Give him the ball.
He's a quarterback.
Don't give him the ball. Don't throw it to him. Just give him the ball. Hey, you can throw it to him. The Lions do it.
Speaking of quarterbacks, real quick, before we go back into what happened last week, you mentioned Deshaun Watson, Massage Boy. I was thinking the Raiders need a quarterback. And in Las Vegas, in Nevada, massage happy endings are legal.
It's legal. 100%.
I feel like it's a perfect fit. He can go back to getting massages.
It's perfect.
Yeah. His last 300-yard passing game I saw was before Joe Biden was president.
Did you massage that day? Must have got a pregame massage.
Yeah, on some island somewhere with Diddy probably.
Ooh.
All right.
We haven't even touched on that one yet. Here we go.
True.
Touched on everything but little boys. Yeah, Zeke?
Oh yeah.
What's up, brother? Come here. You want to say hi to the people? Oh. Hey. You say hi?
That's about the soon-to-be birthday boy.
I'm turning 3 tomorrow. Yeah. You ready to go? So, okay, week 6 recap here, Trev. What we got? So you played Tyson.
I did.
Put a hurting on him. Oh.
I did. My team finally scored points. They did, like, it was kind of cool. It was kind of nice to see players actually like do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. I mean, if it was one of my normal weeks, Tyson would have beat me. But for some reason, my team's like, I got you, fam.
Let's put up double the points this week. No problem.
Maybe it was that trade. Maybe that's why it was so unfair. They knew that it was going to spark a fire in the rest of my team. They saw that I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up.
A memo goes out every week about your fantasy team in the NFL. So
Sure.
I bet that's what it is.
Sure.
So handled Tyson 3-3. You got up to 2-4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that was the biggest blowout as well.
Oh.
By just barely. I think by 1 point, Donald almost had a bigger blowout. It was close.
Yeah, I mean, against a guy who set. I mean, how many people weren't playing last week for Joey?
I think he had 2 guys that were deemed out like the morning of or day before, and then he had a kicker out that had been out for like a week.
He started 0 running backs that played.
Yeah.
And his kicker. Yep.
Yeah.
And he left
He wouldn't have won anyways, but at
Okay,
least he would have
made it
like put up
closer.
more points and
Hmm.
but he would have won the week he played Tyson if he would have done what he was supposed to do.
Hmm.
So he was the lowest score of the week. Here's what's the most sad about it. He had three players that didn't get any points, didn't even play him, and it's still a higher score than my lowest score of the week of the year. It's pretty sad. Did you see the one guy only scored 1 point?
Yeah. Did you see that guy's number one in his league?
No.
He's in first place.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, like later on that day, it came out that that guy's in first in his league, and that was his first loss of the year.
Wow. The
Yeah,
Jack Attack.
yeah, bad day, bad day. You see that guy, Baltimore fan?
Oh, he lost his job and he's got a
3 felony counts against him now, and yeah, he's. I guess he comes from a super loaded family, so you know that there's gonna be civil suits out the ass on that one,
yeah, he'll get out of it then.
probably. But okay, so the next matchup we had Bing versus Athan.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
Bing's team went off, had a good team. Ethan didn't have a slouch week.
just not good enough.
Yeah, I mean, he was actually pretty close to his projected. So maybe if he had Debo, he might have won. I don't know.
Sucks to suck.
But Bing won that one. Then KJ, the most narrowest of games,
126 to 115.
was KJ and Lindo. It's not super close, but it was going into Monday night.
Yep. And then KJ just continuing that run of, I won't say dominance in this league, but he's got the most wins in the history of the league.
Yeah, highest win
And,
percentage.
and then he's going 5-1 so far this year, so he's just doubling down on that.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that
Oh,
when we get there.
okay.
When we get to the standings, we can talk. We can venture into that more and speculate.
Trev has more surprises for everybody in store. And then I played, I don't know, there's 9 million nicknames, but Donkey. I played old Donkey, and he put a hurting on me. I'm
Yeah.
okay. Last few weeks I've been kind of happy with what my team's producing as far as points. It's just keep going against guys that are scoring like 170.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Yeah, Joey was close to the highest score. Yeah, he had another big week.
Yeah. Good team. Good team.
The least efficient and lowest score was Joey. I think we talked about that, the
Mhm.
Butler.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Joey were actually the most efficient. It only shows one on there, and I've never understood how they do that. But if you go to the on the app, it shows you like all the stuff, and him and I were both 100%. So I'm gonna start doing that more so that everybody gets their kudos, because I think we've had weeks where like three teams had 100% and are the most efficient.
But then we've only talked about one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Love that.
So yeah, that was a
Okay.
recap.
No, really nice little recap there. Most points by position here. As you know, Jordan Love dealing second straight week with 4 touchdowns. And this time only had 1 interception instead of the 3 he had the previous week. Lindo with Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin. I mean, those guys ever going to slow down?
No, that's a lot of targets.
13 targets, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And Mike Evans had a good game too,
Yeah.
I believe.
Well, they just put the hurting on the Saints last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the Saints got hurt last night too. What's going on with the Saints?
Quarterback went down and shit went awry.
Somehow their defense died too.
Yeah, I picked them up this week. That did not fare well for me. All 3 points I got last night, but
That's too bad.
life goes on.
That's too bad for you.
Yeah, not for you.
No.
Javonte Williams has the game of the year for himself, and yeah, which is okay. I'm in another league, so I'm okay with that one. So, kicker Chris Boswell. Finally, there's not Brandon Aubrey because he was on a bye, but
Yeah.
Boswell with 17 points kicking. Bijan Robinson. You know, what's funny is I read an article this week about how he's a bust this year, considered one of the top running back busts. And I'm like,
I would agree with that.
he's at least playing.
True. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I would say Christian McCaffrey's probably the top
Yeah.
running back bust.
yeah. The same post showed a bunch of tweets from the week before season started saying Christian McCaffrey will be good to go week 1. And it was like, these are all these doctors we got during COVID.
Yeah.
These are supposed to be COVID doctors.
Yeah.
They don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And then Cole Kmet, he's become a nice little safety net for old Caleb. I was going to use a really mean name, but we'll go with Caleb for now.
Which one were you going to use? Was it like
This will be on YouTube. so I don't
the
know.
nickname of Tom and Huck's friend, Jim, something Jim.
I don't know. What was that one?
It's going to be on YouTube.
I was trying to get you to say it, not me.
Or was it more a flamboyant
It was
reference?
very flamboyant.
Okay.
It was very flamboyant reference.
Yeah, Caleb's coming around. They're I don't know if
Offense.
I put it on here later, but I saw that the four highest teams in the NFL, the top four in point differential.
Yeah, NFC North.
Yeah,
Yeah, not even close.
it's crazy.
Yeah, we got a little situation on our hands where we're all going to be beating up on each other, playing each other twice a year. I mean, everybody's going to beat the Bears still because they're the Bears.
Right.
But outside of that, we've already lost to the Vikings. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Vikings at the Lions this week. That's a big game.
Can't wait to see that. Ready for it.
No Hutchinson for like 2 years.
So then I saw everything all week that Max Crosby is all about the Raiders, all about the Raiders, all about the Raiders, doesn't want to go anywhere. And then today there was a quote where he's not going to be a part of a rebuild. So does that mean Max Crosby might possibly be on the move? I saw also where the Lions reached out about Hassan Reddick
Mm.
from the Jets since they can't get him signed up.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, my Joe, that Lions fan, he said that he saw there was rumors about Crosby to either the Lions or the Niners. But I don't know, like to the Lions or to the Niners doesn't seem like a fit for me unless they're going to have a three defensive end setup because as a Niner fan, they've got Bosa and Leonard Floyd as their two starters. So I don't know where does Max Crosby fit in. What they really need is another tackle.
Same place they did when they got Chase Young.
Yeah,
Just a guy to have just in case.
yeah. So that way,
Because payroll is just unlimited.
that way he doesn't try 100% in the Super Bowl. That'd be fucking great. Fuck that guy. And the Steelers scored 15 points. And actually, if we go back, I didn't put it on here, but Baker Mayfield, I think, was the top QB bench person on Joey's bench.
Oh,
I think it was Joey's bench,
how many points did he score?
like 35. I
So he
think.
would have been the top QB had he played.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Did you see the Steelers? Mike Tomlin this week was like, last week I was preparing for Devontae Adams. This week I'm preparing for Devontae Adams.
So somehow that meant he'll play Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Hey, starting quarterback, start 4-2, but I'm gonna bench you.
Yeah.
So
Have the best stats you've ever had starting a season, and I'm going to bench you.
the best. My wife chiming in, like she knows fantasy football.
She loves it
Yeah, she's a big fan. Let me tell you.
more than Matt's wife.
Probably because I'm a little calmer about it, but I don't know, maybe.
Standings. Okay. So I don't think there was a whole lot of movement.
Oh,
But we do have some separation happening, I'd say, at the top in the points realm.
okay.
Donald 5-1 and KJ are 5-1, but KJ might be a pretender
Ooh, a pretender. Why do you say that?
because he's got the lowest points against.
Lowest points against. I mean,
He
that's
keeps
convenient.
facing trash teams on their trash weeks, like me and you.
Yep.
And kudos to him. There's a reason he's got the highest win percentage in the 3 years. But I think that could hurt him.
Oh, well. It will.
Because he's 100 points behind the other two guys in points scored.
Yeah. Bing and Joe.
Let's see.
I see.
Donald and Joey.
Oh, Donald and Joe. He's 20 behind Bing.
Because because Joey's got the most points for, and then Donald's right behind him by like 9 points, I think. So
Okay.
when it comes down to that first overall money, I think it's coming down to those two. But anything can happen.
I love how you got highest points for. You got Big Dicky, lowest points for, Little Dicky.
That's right.
Can you explain who that is?
That would be me.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Little Dicky for sure.
Why do we call the other guy Big Dicky?
He's got a big dick.
Oh, okay. All right. It's going on YouTube. So
Yeah,
just wanted you to
that's
be the
fine.
one.
At least we're not being racist
We're getting flagged.
or homophobic.
Yes. Next up, we got points against. Let me tell you about points against.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. We talked about KJ. Let's talk about yours. That's tough.
Yeah. Last few weeks, I've been putting up a solid 120, 130, but I'm playing guys that are scoring 150, 160, 170. So you lose when that happens. So just luck of the draw. I've seen other guys where they want to play 2 matches a week A couple guys brought this up in another league I run where they want to play 2 matches a week, but one match is against the median. Whatever the average points scored that week is, that's what you're going against. If you scored higher, you get another win. If you scored lower, you get another loss. I don't know how that's relevant in anything that's sports because pretty much you got to play the guy that you're playing, and if he has a good day or a bad day, is what it is. If you play the Saints in the first 2 weeks, you might have probably got beat. If you play the Saints in the last 5 weeks, probably going to beat them.
Yeah.
It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well just go to a total points
Yeah.
league and just whoever scores the most points is the winner.
Yeah, no, won't do that.
No, we like the head-to-head approach.
Yeah.
In the league that Ashley's in, they do a weekly, like a random weekly, like almost like a bet, really. And whatever the random thing is, the person that wins that gets, I think it's like $10 or $20 or something like that. And so it was like she won a couple weeks ago. It was the highest tight end score in the week.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, that's kind of unique that, we'd have to find 13 random things to do, but
we could find 13.
yeah, I mean,
Then the tracking happens, right? So then you got to keep track of it.
well, yeah,
And
that would be on you.
we don't pay. Yeah, that's where I don't want to do it. And we don't pay until the end of the season. So it's like, I got your money, but you're gonna get $10 in January.
Yeah.
So
But then you have to, fuck that.
yeah.
So that's tough. The second in highest points against is Tyson. So he's been, like we've talked about, the benefactor of two guys not playing out players. If they had played the people, if they paid attention,
I would not.
he would be 1-5, and he'd be the highest points against.
Yep.
Yep. So you guys are both, it's a matter about who you play and when.
That's all it is. Luck of the draw.
And so yeah, and then Joey's on pace, I think, to be Butler again.
As long as it's not me, I'm cool with it.
Because he's just, what's sad is we're talking about him not playing all his players, and I still have less points for him. That's how bad my team was to start with.
Hey, it's the way it works.
Oh, I just got a cramp.
Oh, he's cramping.
That's a live cramp. Now I got another one.
Oh God,
Jesus Christ.
These cramps are moving.
I'll
hold this down for a minute. You get your stretches in.
I'm gonna stop working out.
God, see, that's what you're doing wrong, working out.
It's wild.
I don't do that. I'm gonna go walk.
That was live.
Walk the golf course.
You almost saw me like DeMar Hamlin.
That's it.
Yeah, but I think it's still any person's. Well, not Joey's, but any of the rest of the 9. I think you definitely need to win this week.
When I was started off the season, I was like, okay, a little starting out bad, but you get hot during later. All you gotta do is make the playoffs to have a chance, right?
Right.
I kind of think that window's closing on me pretty quickly right now, and now it's pretty much just don't get last. It's pretty much where I'm at right now. So I like my chances here. Want to come up? Want to come hang?
I'm still trying not to get last too. But I would like to make a push for playoffs. We're doing 6, right? Top 6?
Top 6 go.
Okay.
Top 4 and the last 4 miss. So
all right.
Where are we at on the breakdown though? Go back one page here. And then so 6th is 3-3, 7th is 3-3. And then we are points forward on the second play on the tiebreaker. So right now it would be Lindo in, Tyson out.
Yeah, so you're only 2 games out of 6th place.
Yeah, just gotta, finally play people that aren't going to score 170 points.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, Mr. Guy over there is scoring up 26 already on me.
Yeah, 26. I didn't put the stuff on here, so they'll just have to bear with us. But
like the teams.
Yeah, I mean, I could pull it up just in the background. But I got 25 from Javonte Williams, I think it was.
I think
26. All of it was from him, maybe.
All Javonte Williams.
26.
14 carries for 88 yards, 3 catches for 23, and 2 touchdowns.
I'll take that because I considered, who do I have as my flex?
Flex, you got Debo
and Jameson Williams. I considered putting Cortland Sutton in there, and he got 0 points. So I'm glad I didn't.
That worked out well for you.
Yeah,
that worked out well.
The one thing I really hate though is I have 2 defenses on my roster right now. I can't stand that.
Can you tell me the reason for that?
Because the Vikings are playing Detroit, and I didn't want to play them. Buffalo's playing Tennessee.
Yeah,
and so I figure I'll get hopefully at least 15 points from Buffalo this week, and then drop them and go back to the Vikings.
Like it.
And then same for my quarterbacks.
Goff against
I'm gonna probably drop Goff here soon.
Mahomes against San Francisco.
If Mahomes keeps playing like trash. He'll play like trash for 3.5 quarters and then still win this week. So don't worry about it.
Oh, so you're saying the Niners are going to lose?
Yeah.
How many calls from the ref are they going to get? All of them?
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah.
I love how those memes are starting to float around pretty heavy now about the Chiefs and the refs and all that shit.
Yeah.
And we have friends that are Chiefs fans, right? And they totally agree. They're like, yeah, we keep getting calls. I really don't know. We understand why people are pissed, but what do you do? So
Did you see Rodgers criticize the refs on their game on Sunday on both sides? Like even saying like they were shit for the Bills too.
yeah, just
That's a fine.
I like Rodgers throwing old Mike Williams under the bus, even though he's already been replaced.
Well,
When do you think that trade was final?
didn't you say it was like midnight?
Final. Well, I know that so Devontae called Rodgers at 12:15. Rodgers pissed off after the game, didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't answer. So finally got a hold of him at about 1 and said, "Hey, I'm headed your way. I'm coming. Like it's done. We're going. I'm hopping on a plane tonight and I'll be there." And so he knew after the game, you got to figure, I mean, that game starts at 8 their time. I mean, it's done by 11:30. So within an hour and a half after the game, an hour after the game, it was final. It was done.
Yeah.
So
It's probably happening no matter what.
I have a feeling. It was kind of one of those where they're pretty certain what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
And then you just see him, I think it was Wednesday morning on Pat McAfee show.
yeah, I rewinded it and showed Jen.
Of
There's only these fuckers.
course.
Good for them. No, cool. I hope they do well. They got a hell of a league to go through, so it's going to be hard for them to go through that division and win it all. But hey, whatever.
One of the memes I saw, I almost threw on here because there was a lot of them. Was those two guys, and it said, "If you're not with us at 2 and 4, don't be with us at 3 and 7."
Yeah. Or, no, they'll be with us at 7 and 10
Oh yeah.
by the end of the year. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. All right, Bing and Joey. I think that Joey's not going to set his
Whoa,
lineup.
we never picked ours.
Oh, okay. Who you got?
You.
Take me too.
I'm gonna take you.
I was going to take me before last night. Why you only got 107? You got people out too. You going
No,
Joey on me?
I'm weak in the running backs, dude.
Oh yeah, you're
Justice Hill and Bigsby
still got
playing.
2 on IR.
I got McCaffrey on IR. I got Swift out this week.
How long are you going to hold on to that other guy on IR?
The
The
guy-
matchup won't show it.
Jonathan Brooks, he comes off next week.
Okay.
So hopefully I got a starting running back next week.
You're going to need to start winning next week.
I'm gonna need it. So I've just been kind of hanging on, trying to find every scrap I can. Every week I'm out there trying to find a running back to fill in just in case somebody's better. Of course, Justice Hill is running behind probably the top running back in the league this year so far.
Yeah.
And then who's the other one? Oh, Bigsby.
He took over for ETN though.
Yeah, and ETN's kind of not hurt. Not hurt. He is kind of hurt right now, so that's kind of where I'm going with Bigsby on this one this week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's in my running backs. I mean, my wide receivers are solid, but it's in my running backs.
Yeah.
We suck. So, all right, back on the next match here. Who's Joey going to put in? Nobody?
No, he won't watch this. He won't know unless we text him and say or call him or something. Though I think in our group chat I have made comments.
Yeah.
In our text message one.
Yeah. We still got Moody in there. He's holding out hope that guy's going to come back.
You can drop him and pick him up next week. Nobody's gonna pick him up. He fucking misses kicks.
Well, he has an IR spot. Why not just put him in IR?
I think you would have to educate him as to what that means. So
That's a guy who knows football pretty in and out. I'm pretty surprised, not gonna lie. So Bing versus Butler, Bing taken. I got Bing as well. Here in our next matchup, we got Ray Kroc versus Lindo.
I forgot I put Ray Kroc.
Good old Ray Kroc.
That's a McDonald's reference, burgers and stuff.
All the
those not
stuff.
sure.
So Stroud against Murray. Okay.
So who'd he get 8 points from, and who'd Lindo get 22? His defense, I think. I think he has the Broncos defense.
Yeah, Broncos got 22 points on defense.
That's
and
pretty
they
solid.
outscored Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, Kamara's fallen off with Carr going down. But
Hey.
Hanner.
Yeah, Hanner.
I hope so because I've got him in my other league. Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough for. I mean, Lindo's team's been lacking last couple of weeks.
He beat me, but
But
who doesn't?
I think it's going to be. He gave me my first win, so I got to appreciate him. Um,
You knock that shit off, Ethan.
I think.
I'm going Lindo.
I think it's going to be tough for Ethan to come back.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
going
going Lindo also.
I mean, when you get 22 points from your defense to start the week,
It's a great start.
it's like Christmas. It's like
Yeah.
Christmas week.
Yeah.
Here we go. Next matchup is a close one.
Oh.
Next matchup's a good one.
Oh yeah.
We got KJ versus Big Dicky,
This is the matchup to watch.
as the kids call it. Oh, where's this fall off here? You got 135 projected. I'm showing 121. Who went inactive?
Well, maybe he.
Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, and him and I were just talking about it this morning. Actually, I was going to try to get him to be on the show.
He doesn't have another running back. Oh, he has
He has,
Irving.
he has Bucky Irving, but he's got him in wide receiver, so he can put.
Oh, anybody. He can flex
But
him.
Myers is doubtful, so he's gonna have to go Downs probably or Irving.
And Downs is only good when Flacco's playing
Yeah, and Richardson's back.
for now.
So it's definitely an interesting matchup.
Very.
And with Taylor going out, I'm surprised Trey Sermon's points didn't go up higher.
Where's he at? Right there.
Right there.
2. Yeah. I bet you that just hasn't updated yet. I imagine somebody's got to run the ball there.
Yeah, it's gonna be Anthony Richardson.
For a minute until he's
But he's also it says set to play now. That changed.
yeah, Trey Sermon. Bang.
So his points there are gonna go up. So I don't know. I want to root for Joey just so KJ's not 5-1.
Same.
But I think KJ's gonna win this one.
As being someone who got absolutely throttled by Joey last week, I'm gonna go with Joey.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It sucked. So last matchup, we got the battle of the get off my lawners, the old guys.
The oldies.
The oldies but goodies. Donald versus Tyson. Oh, let's see here. Burrow, Daniels, Kenneth Walker, who's been surprisingly really good this year. Mason, Gibbs, Eckler. Jesus Christ. Donald's team's stacked.
I don't know, it's ridiculous.
When Mark Andrews is your worst option. I mean, dude, you got 900 running backs. Let me get one. Fuck.
Can I have one?
No, I need one worse. Oh, and then he's got one on his bench. What do you know? All right, all right. What do you got here?
Tyson.
Tyson. I'm going Donald. I'm gonna go Donald.
I'm gonna root for Tyson in the upset. Take that 5-1 team down, Tyson.
I'm rooting for Tyson on Saturday, so I can't root for him on Sunday.
Yeah. Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna make it work.
Okay.
So that's what she's putting in there.
So I think you're making an educated decision based on the better team.
Yes.
And I'm going off of who I want to win.
Emotions.
Yeah.
That always.
If I was betting, if
that
there was
always
money on
leads
it,
to
I'd go Donald.
That always leads to wins. Emotions. Those never screw us. Yeah, no, I'm with Donald. I'm with Joey Norwood. I'm with who we say there? Lindo. I'm with Bing, and I'm with. I guess I'll say me if I have to.
You're gonna go 1-4 this week, it looks like. Oh,
4-1.
oh, maybe 5-0, maybe.
All my own. My team's gonna lose, but all good. All good.
Oh,
How are the Bears?
pretty impressive.
This guy, I mean, who'd known ayahuasca can make you do that much?
Oh, there was an ayahuasca one. I said, I saw that it was like we all thought the darkest place Aaron would go was to do ayahuasca, but turns out it's New York.
New York. No joke. No joke there.
There was a lot of memes this week. It was hard to pick one. The Browns, there was a lot of stuff. And then after last night with Spencer Rattler being absolutely garbage, there was a lot there. It's hard to pick one. So I try to stay relevant to last week and not focus on this week. But I feel like the Thursday games are
I
just
feel like
forgotten about.
They are 100%. Well, they put them on Prime. Like, who the fuck wants to watch
but
football on
by the
Prime?
time we make the video, there's already been the Sundays and like everybody forgets what happens on Thursday.
I agree.
But
That's why they put the shit teams on Thursday.
yeah. So couple weeks ago when the Niners throttled the Seahawks.
Yeah. See if they can throttle this week.
We're throttling. All right, Chiefs are going down. I'm telling you.
And we all know the best four teams by point differential is the NFC North.
NFC North kicking ass. Pretty
Strong.
impressive.
Strong. So, you got anything for the people, Trev? Anything, any parting wisdom?
No. Happy birthday to Zeke.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Little Rugrat's gonna be 3 years old.
Hopefully the Packers can get a win for him this weekend.
I'd like that.
Who are they playing?
Texans.
Oh, that's a tough matchup.
Yeah, it's probably the best team we've played, and it's the best team they played. So,
Did you see
two of
that
the best young quarterbacks going head to head.
CJ Stroud and Jaden Daniels?
Calm down. Since the beginning of last year, they're the quarterbacks with the most yards and the most touchdowns. CJ Stroud has the most yards. Jordan Love has the most touchdowns.
That's pretty
Jordan Love's
impressive.
like third in the league in touchdowns this year, and he missed 2 games.
2 games, yeah.
Up 6. So,
Is that total touchdowns or just
I think just passing.
passing?
Passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
We don't let him run it much. We want him to like stay healthy.
That's smart. I would go that route too.
Can't be
Yeah,
work balls.
it's ridiculous. Don't they know?
Friday afternoon.
Oh, you gotta get going to your golf here.
It's all good.
That's all I got. I hope they all lose, and I hope I win. I hope I'm the only one that wins this week.
I don't know if that's how fantasy works. But hey, if it does, then good for you.
Let us know your thoughts.
Like and subscribe.